Do you remember the day you got your mommy card? It's like the nerd card issued for being able to quote Harry Potter movies or memorizing the periodic table of elements. On a related note, I have my nerd card. Then there is the cool card everyone wants. 20 years ago, I earned one for singing and dancing to Ice, Ice Baby. And 3 years ago, it was revoked by my husband for singing and dancing to Ice, Ice Baby. I was in love with this gentle, beautiful man when I got my mommy card. I was just getting to know his incredible daughter when I became pregnant. I was 33, 13 years older than my mom was when she had me. She was a natural. I've never asked, but I wonder what people said to or about her being pregnant so young. It wasn't one of those times where she had the gender reveal party, surprising everyone with pink or blue somethings. It wasn't for me either. Yes, I was 33, grown, mature, responsible enough to raise a child, but no, I didn't get the gender reveal party. I had to break the news. While my loving man was happy and supportive, the reality was it would not be joyful news to my mama. No, not this brave woman who got millions of points on her mommy card when she struggled to help one of her 3 sons overcome drug addiction. A few more million when he made her a grandma at 40. And as if those weren't enough, she held my hand when I was 16 and diagnosed with cardiomyopathy and heart failure. A virus attacked my heart and damaged it. My mom was devastated. I was invincible. 16, remember? Those high school years were physically tough for me, but between the cardiology appointments, the procedures, the many times where my heart had to be shocked back into a safe rhythm that wouldn't kill me, I thrived and enjoyed my life. After graduation, I started college, but my health declined. I was in and out of the hospital. A last stint in the ICU at Children's Mercy is when we got the news. The only option would be a heart transplant. Lying there, dying, exhausted, I was excited. Hopeful. I don't know. I was a lot of things. But my mom was again devastated. I believe she physically felt that pain. That connection between a mother and child never goes away. I never worried for me, but always for her. I was transferred to an adult hospital and went through tests, head to toe, inside and out, and landed on the heart transplant waiting list, January 1998. New year, new me, right? I was 19, not a teenager, but not fully an adult, not fearful yet unsure. But I had a most inexplicable peace about the win-win of life and death. And just like that, and right in time, the door to the death of winter was closed and the door to life opened as I received my heart on the first day of spring, March 21st, 1998. It was not a cure, but an extension. And while that extension has been 96% full of joy, the mysterious, beautiful, painful reality of death and life is in my thoughts daily. Not just my own mortality, but the fact that I live because someone else died. That someone was a 13-year-old Keely who suffered complications from her cerebral palsy that took her life. I remained at a loss for words when it comes to her mother, Mary Ann. With 5 grown children of her own, she and her husband adopted 2 young girls with cerebral palsy. There aren't enough wows or thank yous or points on the mommy card for that one. 13 springs came and went before the, sorry mom, I'm pregnant. It was more of a sorry, not sorry, so I did have a choice. The medical team pressed me to end the pregnancy, and I understand why. In the 40-ish years of heart transplantation, there are only around 70 women in the US and Canada who've had children post-heart transplant. Walking that tightrope, living on borrowed time, juggling the reality of mortality, yet reaching for that coveted mommy card. Imagine the joy I felt when I first saw him. This time what I viewed on the sonographer's screen was not my enlarged, puny heart, or even my healthy, borrowed new one. No, it was perfect, tiny, miraculous. So many times I've dreamed of his heart and mine dancing together in perfect rhythm. The thought alone healed, strengthened, and sustained me. When at last his heart was outside of my body, it was encased in the sweetest, most beautiful creation I've ever loved. Paulo Samuel. He brings us 96% joy, and the rest poop jokes. and relentless negotiation. This wild, curly-haired, passionate, empathic, beautiful boy is equal parts sweet and spicy. Surrounded by the love of this little man-child, my husband and daughter, my heart beats stronger than ever, constantly teetering between earning points on my mommy card and alternately having them revoked from my cool card for finger-pointy dancing in the kitchen. Every year as winter fades, I am the most joyful of all. The warm sunshine, a reminder of Keely's spark that ignited my lifeless body. Victor Hugo's words rest on my grateful soul. Winter is on my head, but eternal spring is in my heart.